Hey everyone, welcome to the part 9 of our preparing reports in Power BI. So in this part we are going to have a look at how we can create the slicer visual. So slicer visual is a visual way of putting up the selecting out of multiple categories or multiple options if you want to select few. Okay, so let me show it to you. Like suppose on our maps visual we have different kind of maps, like with different countries which are highlighted, and if suppose I want to select or focus on a particular continent, so I should have I can have a visual selection tool for that, and slicer solves that purpose. Okay, so a slicer visual is this one, the one with the funnel. So this is the slicer visual. So let us plot this slicer visual and we are going to see what all options it provides us. So as I plot the slicer visual, this is how it shows, and over here I will drag and drop the continent value in order to list down all the continents. So you can see there are three continents which are falling under the territory of AdventureWorks, which are Europe, North America and Pacific. Now this looks too boring, so let us try to format it. So when I go to the slicer settings, it gives me various options under which I can format it as a tile, as a drop down list and so on. So each of these options are helpful in various kind of cases. In our current case, I think tile icon looks perfect. So I'm going to arrange it a bit above my map. So as you are going to resize it, it is automatically going to take a proper place. So I'm going to resize my map a bit and I will put up this selection over here. So automatically you will see the size of these options will be automatically adjusted. Now here it will also allow me for single selection, multiple selection, and you can also show a select all button. So I'm going to enable the select all button. So you can see over here directly by clicking on it, I can select all the continents and display all the details, and otherwise I can select one or more continents and focus on them. Apart from here, we can also have a slicer header, which I think we don't need. And about the values, we can maybe increase their size a bit. We can change their font color if at all we need, and do all the formatting that is in sync with our formatting. So I'm going to put up, I'm going to go with all these selections, which I think suits best as per our overall report theme. So yeah, so I don't need any title and all, and yes, so this is how a slicer visual can be put up. And now let me show you effects. So if I click North America, it is going to zoom to the region of America and it is going to show me the two territories of North America. If I'm going to click on Pacific, it is going to do that. If I want to select multiple, I will press the control key and select the two continents, which is North America and Pacific, and it is going to zoom to that level. I can also select all, or I can not select anything. So select all means, you are showing it at the top level. So this is a zoom slider that we can add to the map visual. Similarly, we can add a zoom slider on a customer details page. So on our customer details page, as we have added, these details already on our customer page, which is the top performing customer along with their total orders and their total revenue. So I'll make a space over here and I will try to fit in a year selection option. Okay, so here I will again drag and drop a slicer visual, and in this slicer visual I want the years to appear. So from here I will look up for year. Okay, so I will look for start of the year and drag and drop it here. So you can see it shows me three things from 2020 to 21. So either you can select it in this way or you can have a an option like this. All right, so whichever thing suits you, you can put it in that manner. And when we go to its formatting option, you are going to see that in what all way it can appear. So it can appear as a tile, which we can select. It appears as in between these 2 years, before something, after something. It can also have a drop down of the years, and also we can have a relative date or a relative time. Okay, so I'm going to go with the first option, which showed me a list of between. So it is showing me the starting year, which is the 1st of January 2020 and the 1st of January 2022. All right, so this is the slicer which I will decide to keep, and I will select between these options, just resize it to make it, you can put off the slicer header, and the values also you can reduce the size a bit to, because they are visible to us. And the background also you can work around if you need. I think the background is okay. Okay, so if you want a slider option, you can put it on. Otherwise, you can have only the date options and so on. Okay, so yeah, so I have done the things on the values, slider, and so on. Okay, so this is how my slider will look like. Okay, so now you can see I can filter out between these dates, and automatically my fields are going to change. So in 2020 year, the top performing customer was Angela Perry. But as I do this, there is something weird that appears to me. Okay, as I select year 2020, it appears to me that in this year, Angela Perry was the top performing customer. But hey, look at its number of orders and the revenue. So I think there is some mistake. So let us have a look at the table. So in the table also I can see some top 100 customers, but all of them have placed, I think, exactly the same number of order and same amount of revenue. So I think what Power BI is doing is it is creating a summation of all this. So it has created the summation of all the total orders in 2020, which is 812, and all the revenue. Okay, because whenever there is a tie between the figures, Power BI is not in a position to decide which one to go ahead with. So it performs the aggregation. Now to get rid of it, what we can do is we can make a slight change. So instead of the full name, we can select the customer name. Okay, or I will select on name. Okay, and there is a special customer name that that is whose measure we have created, which is customer full name CC. Okay, so you can drag and drop it, and you will be able to check out the difference. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop it. Similarly, we can drag and drop the orders and revenue. So we can drag and drop. We have to apply a condition under which only the first out of all these will be shown. And if there are multiple customers out there, it will show us none. Okay, so we have to create that category. In my dataset, I have not created that measure as of now. So you can create that measure so that, if there are multiple people under a particular selection, so in that case, it will show multiple and it will not show any number of orders or revenue. All right. So yeah, so that's it with this video of slicers. Thank you so much.